Use self-talk to quit. Two basic steps to use self-talk. Number one, pinpoint what you tell yourself about an urge that makes it harder to cope with the urge. One way to tell if you are on the right track is when you hit upon a self statement that increases your discomfort. That discomfort raising self statement is a leading suspect for challenge since it pushes your buttons. Number two, use self talk constructively to challenge that statement. An effective challenge will make you feel better, less tense, anxious, or panicky, even though it may not make the feelings disappear entirely. The most effective challenges are ones that are tailored to your specific upsetting self statements. Listed below are some stock challenges that people find useful. What is the evidence? What is the evidence that if you don't have your drug in the next 10 minutes, you'll die? Has anyone ever died from not using your drug? What's the evidence that people who are recovering from an addiction don't experience the feelings that you have? What is the evidence that there is something the matter with you, that you will never improve? What is so awful about that? What's so awful about feeling bad? Of course you can survive it. Who said that sobriety would be easy? What's so terrible about experiencing an urge? If you hang in there, you will feel fine. These urges are not like being hungry or thirsty or needing to relieve yourself. They are more like a craving for food or an urge to talk to a particular person. They pass in time. You are a regular human being and have a right to make mistakes. Maybe you worry about being irritable, preoccupied, or hard to get along with. What's so bad about that? We all make mistakes, and in a situation that is complicated, there is no right or perfect way to get along. Our most memorable lessons, invariably, are learned in the school of hard knocks. It's a school that every single one of us attends throughout life. Some of the substitute thoughts or self statements will only be necessary or helpful initially, as ways of distracting yourself from persisting urges. You'll have an easier time if you replace the uncomfortable thoughts with other activities. After a while, sobriety will feel less unnatural. Many of the urges will diminish and drop out, and you won't need constant replacements. Urges are like ocean waves. They get stronger only to a point. Then, they start to go away. You win every time you defeat an urge by not using. Urges only get stronger if you give in and feed them. An urge will eventually weaken and die if you do not feed it. This method is taken from the Truth of Addiction program. Click the link below to visit the official website.